What's good? What's good? This is Steeker. This is Steeker, the podcast. Hey, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the love and support that toda mi gente. All love and respect back. I see the interaction. I'm trying to do my best, trying to interact with everybody. At times I get a little busy, but when I do get a chance, I'm always going to drop a comment back. Trust me, man, just give me time and I get to it. But trust me, you will get to know who I am as a person as time goes on. And yo, let's talk about a time when I first started doing music. One of the things that I felt like was my biggest downfall is taking criticism from anybody. I'm talking about family, friends, people that I just met. If they will come up to me and give me some kind of advice with the music, I will always shoot them down and say, hey, I don't shut them down. And I'll be like, nope, I don't want to hear it. You don't understand music. This is what I do. And this is what I'm going to continue doing. But eventually you start seeing that circle that's around you that was supporting you at one point kind of get a little smaller and smaller and smaller. And you realize, okay, something's going on, either my music, either the relationships I'm trying to build or whatever it is. But I had to make a change. And that change happened when I had a mutual friend, right? Ian J, salute, man. I remember Ian J came to me one time and it was like, he wasn't a real close friend at the time, but eventually he became a real close friend. And he said, hey, I don't know you very well, but what do you think about your music? And I was like, man, it sounds good. But no, he said, what do you really think about your music? And I said, it might need work. And I guess because I said it might need work, he found that little door and just opened it up. And he said, look, you're very aggressive when you perform. The records that you put out come off very, very aggressive. Have you ever thought about just doing a record you could just chill back, relax, and just have a good time? And I'm telling myself, like, who is this guy to tell me how to do my music? But he said, hey, look, you could take my advice or you could don't take it, but I'm just letting you know. And it's unfortunate that you have a big circle around you and nobody's telling you this. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. You know, here in the local scene, you got promoters and people that you meet all the time. So I got a chance to meet this promoter called Kundalini. Kundalini eventually became a very, very good friend. Also became a manager. When he became a manager, one thing that he did say to me, he made it very, very clear. He said, look, if I'm going to manage you, you have to listen. You have to put all that ego, all that arrogance, all that to the side, because we're going to go through this process of artist development. In this process, I'm going to say a lot of things and you just have to listen to me because I hear the potential, but it's not going to come out if you don't listen to what I have to say when I feel like certain records don't sound the way they need to sound. And I was like, okay, let's give it a try then. At first, I ain't gonna lie to you, we bumped heads like crazy and we argued a few times. However, I knew his intentions were good. So I eventually, figured out my sound, figured out the person I wanted to be with the music pretty much. And not really much of who I wanted to be because I already knew who I was. And kind of picked out certain production and I started rapping a certain way, right? And I took the advice from E and J, right? At the same time. And I created this beautiful music. And then when people come up to me and, appreciate the music, and certain people did come up to me and say what they had to say, it didn't affect me as much because I went through this process of, okay, cool. People have their opinions. Not everybody's going to like your music. So let's get into it. We got the one and only Drake, one of the best to ever do it in the game, hands down. He just dropped this album for all my dogs, all my perros sucios. When I think about all my dogs, I think about X, DMX, yo. And I was expecting maybe a feature with DMX in it and maybe an exclusive, but no, we didn't get that. We just got Drake saying a lot of things. Now, let's start with the cover first, right? The cover is a goat, but it's for my dogs. The cover should be I am a goat. F my dogs. That's what it sounds like. But for my understanding and what I heard is that his son drew the picture. And in that drawing, he actually drew a dog. The color was brown, black kind of way, and the eyes were blue. Now, I don't know where Drake wanted to take this art and flip it to this color with the red eyes, promoting some kind of demonic kind of way. Because till this day, I haven't seen a goat with red eyes. Maybe I haven't got that close to him. Maybe in the nighttime they come up. The only red eyes, maybe a chupacabra, but I don't know. I might be wrong. Maybe Drake knows something I don't know. Now, there's a lot of things in this album that brings attention to me. And I've been listening to a lot of people critique the album. So I'll go back and listen to it again for the third or fourth time. And I'm like, okay, I didn't catch that. Okay, cool. Let me catch that. So a lot of demonic stuff in this, man. A lot. Now, he's dealing with young women. He's getting his heart broken by these young women. From my understanding, Drake is about 30-something already. If you're getting your heart broken by these young women, we have an issue now, bro. Now, just know if you're a ball player, he potentially has a girl at his crib watching you play. So be careful, guys. Now, also, the rapping with the younger generation, it shows that he's versatile. He's able to keep up with the younger generation. However, you don't have to do that. You're Drake. You're Drake. At times when I hear him rap, I'm like, I can't even tell if that's him or not, because he's rapping a certain way. And it's cool if that's what he wants to do. Let him do him. However, why are you trying to blend in with a younger crowd? There's nothing for you there. There's not. And for what it sounds like, it's a lot of heartbreaks. But that's him, right? Now, the whole colorful with the nails, the hair being colorful, not the hair itself, but the things that he put on his hair in that video. I don't know why certain artists get to a certain level and they feel like they got to push a certain agenda. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Lil Nas X is a perfect example. It's either demonic, feminine for men, or misleading the youth in a way. And to me, it reaches a certain point where you say, Drake, you're older now. Give us something different. Now, the one thing that really got my attention was when he replied back to Joe Budden. Because Joe Budden, he's a podcaster now. He had his input basically saying, hey, this is how I feel about that album. He's not saying the album is bad. However, he is getting a little bit personal with saying you're hanging around with a younger crowd. But the younger crowd is in the album. It sounds like you're hanging around with a younger crowd. Never would I thought that I would see Drake replying a full paragraph about mind your business, bro. The irony of him telling Meek Mill, y'all remember Meek Mill? Y'all remember Meek Mill? Last night I was at the club and I was hearing back to back, Twitter fingers. Drake is becoming that. Why are you becoming that, bro? You don't have to respond. You're Drake. I don't know, man. Maybe Drake is getting to a certain place in his life, his career, that he's at a crossroad that he don't know which direction to go. And look, man, these subliminal shots that you taking, I don't get it. Just let me know when you caught a body. And in certain records that you're saying that back in the days you weren't it, but that guy, now you a gangster. I thought that as you get older, the gangster role kind of fades away a little bit. You get into your business. But I don't know. I'm a little bit confused on some of the records. Is it some of his best work? I wouldn't say some of his best work, but it's not one of his worst works. You know what I mean? I think Drake is just going through it right now, y'all. He's at a crossroad. He's trying to figure out what direction to go. The blueprint for the next album, take a break. That's one. Maybe a year off. The blueprint for the next album should be, let's not promote this feminine stuff, man. Come on, that's not you. You didn't do it when you were young. Why are you doing it when you're old? That's one. The demonic stuff, chill out. The whole subliminal shots, catching a body left and right. I don't know who you're talking about. It sounds very familiar with the title of the record that you put that on. Daylight with Moonlight. Y'all do the research. Type in Moonlight. Look who that is. I don't know, man. Like, don't give us so much music at one time. Because this is the crazy thing about it, right? If you put 23 records on an album, it's almost like a double disc. This new generation's tolerance is very minimum. So why put so much music in one project? Give them an EP with 5 records. Give them an album with maybe 13 records. That's just my opinion for the next album. But one thing I will say this, and I'm going to leave it at this. Don't ever count Drake out. Drake is the type of artist that he will put something out. Y'all might not like it. Maybe next year he put something out and y'all in love with it and y'all forget that he had this album that was okay. That's just who Drake is. He got that kind of power right now. He been in the game very consistent for, I think, 10 plus years. So give the man the credit that he deserves. Give him his flowers now. I understand. Yeah, everybody like picking at the smallest things because of what he's saying. But I don't never count Drake out. That's one artist I will never count out. He's like a Jay-Z pretty much at this point. He put something out, y'all might not like it, but the next album, y'all in love with it. That's just my opinion, man. And y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think that this body of work that he put out, is it good? Is it okay? Is it bad? Is it one of them that you say, hey, let's keep it moving? Are we missing the classic album from Drake? I think it's time now. He's a father now. He's a lot older. Let's see where he's at. And Drake is about the only one that could give us that sauce on how him and his baby mama do not fight like that. He probably the only one that got the sauce for that. But hey, yo, do me a favor right now. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always in there acting with me, gente. To side. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website, r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart. Have faith and never give up. All right, one. What's good? What's good? Hey, this is Steak. Or hey, somewhere on here, there's a link to my music page. Y'all go check out the music. We got video, visuals. We got audio. Trust me, we got some dope music. When you get a chance, subscribe to that channel as well. The music is on there. Hey, let's keep this rolling, man. Y'all know where it is, man. This is Steak. All right, one.